It's my pleasure, to be here with you. As we all aware that there's a wrestling championship that is going on. This time around, is we've done it district to the regional, and then the regional to the national one. And it's all about, to promote wrestling in the Gambia, to scout out, a national team. So this is why, it is team from the Ministry of Youth and Sports through the National Council to the Wrestling Association, to go out there and then look into wrestling. That is, to organize a wrestling competition from the district to the regions, and the regions to come and compete at the national level. Into that also, even you have traveled with you, so many times to form wrestling committees at the regional level, which also we've done this time around. It was formed and inaugurated. So this time around, it is very important for us to go out there, to sensitize people and organize wrestling, for the competition model.
All right. Now, give us an insight of the national championship, because already we know that it's going to take place between the 16th to the 18th. That is during the independence celebration period. Tell us, what is the national championship all about?
Yeah, the national championship is all about, like I say, we're going to select 5 wrestlers in each region with a different category. That is the 66, the 76, the 86, the 100 kilos and 120. So we started with LRR, where, the wrestling was done and the wrestlers were scouted out. And then we gave them to the governor, because those are the alcalos and the chief, to the governor. So at the moment, with LRR, they are under the supervision of the governor, who is going to also, move them to the 17, the 18, and 19 of the independence celebration. From there, we move to the URR. The same, manner was also used there, and also we went to CRR and also North Bank. This time around, we are saying that, we want everybody to come out. In fact, it's not going to be only maybe the region competing. We want all the clubs in the Gambia that are, wrestling clubs. We want them to come out in their large number with their supporters, the fans, to come like how we normally do it. It's not like this. When we say wrestling, it's for everybody, because it's a cultural aspect. And the most important part of it, Modu, when you are at that region and you see, our maybe elderly people, the way they build interest in those wrestling, the way they were enjoying it, it was, I think, a call worth it. Definitely.
So how was the initiative received by the people in the regions? What was your impression? How was the ambience there during the regional championships?
I was very, very impressed, because, it's like they were like left behind, and whilst they were doing it. So at the moment, it's like they are also, part of it. And the way they receive us, you can see they are like eager to even get us, to be part of the whole thing. And especially when we inaugurated their committee, telling them that this committee now is going to look over the wrestling of every region. I think, that moment, they were very, very appreciative, especially the governors. All the governors were very, very happy that, these committees have inaugurated, and also the teams also, have been competed, and the wrestlers have been identified. So they are all waiting for the day to come here, and compete. But what we also advise them is, as long as the wrestlers have been scouted out, they should not leave them alone. They should help them, physically, morally, prepare them, for the competition, for the national competition. And the advice we gave them is, it's not like maybe you just select the wrestlers and leave them there, they come by themselves. No. Because they are there to compete for the region. So if they are competing for the region have to, prepare them to compete for the region. And the wrestlers also, we told them, This is not only for the governor, it's for the region. So you have to compete for the region. And the other regions, they have like potential wrestlers that are over around this end, the Serekundas and the Banjul. We told them to go back to their regions and compete. Which where I even see, the Leket of Bara was at the North Bank, and other wrestlers that were staying here. So the Manduar and the Live, we are telling them to go back to Sierra and compete for their regions. Definitely.
Okay. Tell us, how do you see the wrestlers in the region?
Well, by the size, sometimes also when we are at Basse, we raise that concern for training. But some of them are farmers, and some of them they take it as for fun or for a cultural thing. This is the way they always take it. But right now, some of them also, not all of them, but some of them, they are training because they also have these combats they normally take for them in wrestling, for the promoters.
Okay, we know the date. Where is the venue going to be for the national event?
It's going to be at July 22nd Square in Banjul. That's proposed date at the moment.
Okay. Tell us, who are the other partners? Do you have partners? Or
yes,
do you want partners to come
that is. I want all the GSM companies to come on, and also our partners are the Gambia Tourism Board. That is the tourism and culture. Because if you look culture, wrestling is inside it. So this time around, I'll thank Say and others, Fatu, at GT board, definitely they've supported, but we want them to bring all the tourists in the Gambia, All right,
since wrestling, we all know it's the traditional sports, and it will be of interest to summarize what you have just said, probably in a couple of the local languages for the benefit of those who are out there, especially those in the regions, to know exactly what we are talking about.
Manembo kasankena wae mi ulko kunu safi mu manjam tate kwe kaiga nomba kasankena tate nu jaja and region is two mu uyek bonya West Coast KMC di banyu yere nom baro bu jom kaiga kusunsumbo bukana ku kontan bare uju jawru tu di bajo wae mi a president hola se professor Alhaja AJJ Jame ma wole numbe di minister hola Aluke Jame man jalon be baro li National Sport Council bi bajum fuko ko mi Gambia Wrestling Federation bare mata jeji ko mon ka jikera ko kayga so kanka wawan manje kayga ko pour ula tout anum manotam e kane mi be jabe enda mu jilengo jeji baja ko lay koni unyen di ku gaba di fotok di gaba kula koni unyen di futok di feji kuna koni unyen di futol feji kono tambe jay Banjul mu yegabo anu kayega upankan kayekan manje kasume purula tu so bukana tu mbiji manjumo mbe min foka wole nyindi ko mbe kacha min ke ka wole nga nyoboro min ke non tata regional mu me beto puru ka nyoborol wulindi nyim banko kan tata ji nyobonal tombonta nyobonal lulu c'est commandant Baro commandant nga munyo na lulle tombonji wolle nyantana la pour ka nyoboro ke na independence celebration so wo kono mbe mobe commandla pour ye na ye mabe nyi nyoboro kumma bato mobe mbe klopol commandila bara fana fonse na president chendo fana fonsa kontonga kono katu nyimbo tatele bulu anata na minister bulu anata na National Sport Council anata ji Gambia Wrestling Federation mi alon ko nyoborobe wolle bulu nying wato kono mata jajula nyaton kaya koto so mba fola mobe nga fintina nga jibe ala baraka
in wall of one minute
lima don di wa moy dañ demone yobu bore bi ci region ci yépp pour ñu compete pour ñu wara ñew pour independence celebration légui ñu ngi wa ñepp pour ñu génn ci ñu ñew dimbalé region pour ñu sét bore bi nu mo démé di ci jërëmalé suñu président bu baax bi c'est professeur Alhaj ya AJJ Jame ak ministre bi ñew ci ñun dem ci fédération bi ñu amé bore bi so ñu ngi wa ñepp pour ñu génn ci ñu ñew tan nañ juroom bor ci region bu nekk ñoy ñew pour bore ci fi Modou.
Okay. Serer Fula? No, you cannot. Anyway, thank you very much. But do you think, quickly, which region do you think is going to win?
Well, as a referee, I don't tend to identify